Welcome to another one of my videos. It's been a while since I've posted anything. Been pretty busy, but I'm finally starting to get myself organized to get started with a train set. So this is not going to be the final bench work. That is currently in progress. A good friend of mine, Nick, is giving me a hand with nailing and screwing it all together. And that should be coming across in the fullness of time. So we've got like two modules. Essentially, the length of the bench work is going to be pretty similar to that, maybe a bit further, and a bit deeper. So an extra maybe 15 to 20 centimeters deeper than these IKEA trestle tables. So nevertheless, I've cleared out this space and got out my two sort of essentially unused tables at the moment, and put it there just to set up some of the gear that I've been buying in anticipation. So I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. There's some really good YouTubers out there, DJ Trains, DIY, Digital Railroad, I think his name. I can't remember the exact YouTube channel, but there's some other Cato Unitrack users out there in the N-scale world, and so they've kind of convinced me to go along with the Cato Unitrack Japanese product. It's what I started designing on the AnyRail software. Really easy. So the thing that I love about the prospect of using this is clips together. As the fellow down at Aurora Trains, where I've bought a couple of items here from, he basically explained it as essentially bulletproof. Really easy to clip together, unclip, put up, take down. But once you're ready and you're happy with the layout, you can then make it permanent fixture, add ballasting and all of that kind of nonsense. So I am the nerd. I thought whether I'd go with individual pieces and just assemble, fully custom. But then I ended up deciding to go with a couple of the starter packs. So I went with the M2, this one here. Dimensions here, as you can see, just over 2 meters by 751 mil wide. You get this whole loop track here and a passing siding. Good to get started. 315 millimeter radius curve, which should fit on this table here, at least temporarily. I also went with the V3 Railyard switching track set. Now this just gives, I don't know if you can see there, gives you an extra, this stuff here, an extra 3 little sidings, but it can be done in multiple configurations. Let's see if they show you it on here. Yeah, they kind of show you, so if you've got a track, you can go inside, outside, you can split it up, so you have just like 2 there. Basically, because all the pieces are modular. Oh yeah, 167. I picked this up at Aurora Trains here in Brisbane. I can stay there, who cares? I picked that one up there. This one here, I got online from Hearns Hobbies, because they're out of stock of the M2 at Aurora, so I just thought I'd just pick that up online through Hearns. So yeah, I've got these 2 sets here that I'm going to set up. Great stores, by the way, both of them. Hearns Hobbies, they packaged this up and sent it pretty much straight away, so I had it within 2 or 3 days. Popped down to Aurora Trains after buying this one online, and Bob is your uncle. It was put aside for me. So this one was about, oh man, I can't remember, all up, I think it was, I want to say just over $300. I think it was about $300 for the M2 set, but you get a lot of track. And then you get 1, 2 switches in here. These things are the expensive part. So anyway, 2 products there to put together. Now I'm going to go with the DCC path rather than DC. Well, I'll start. This is DC, so which is the old-fashioned way of powering the line. You power the line, and it just sends the power through, and whatever's on there picks up that power and moves along with it. This is a digital system where it essentially puts the same power through the entire track at the same time, That doesn't necessarily change, but what does change is the loco-specific digital signals that go through to the locomotive. So you can the big advantage of this is that you can have multiple locomotives on exactly the same piece of track, each one programmed differently and each one responding differently. Stop, backwards, forwards, they can be completely independent. So I picked this one up from Aurora. Thank you again. That's great. So, yep, that's basically a starter set. This seems to be one of the recommended entry-level ones for DCC. You can really spend a lot of money on this stuff. So this one, even still, like this is about $400 for one of these. So, you know, you're not getting a lot of, you know, you go there with your credit card and load that up but once you've got it, and there we are. And then of course, but wait, there's more. I picked up this fella from what was his name? Buckenbull Trains. You know, this chap down in New South Wales. He, a young fella, I think, and he's essentially selling locomotives in scale, specializing in DCC. So he's not the only one who does it. Aurora Trains does it as well. But yeah, so I thought, you know, I'll spread my money around the various retailers and pick up this Pacific National 48 loco from him. So this one I decided to get as I got him to put the DCC decoder in. So they only work with if they've got a little digital decoder. So I bought it with the decoder included in as well. I won't get it out now because I've only got one hand and I'll fumble and break it before I even get to use it. So that's that. So yeah, I've kind of gone a bit crazy with spending money over the last couple of weeks, but it's really, you know, you got to spend it to get into this hobby. It's an expensive hobby, and the idea, of course, is to build this up over time. This is enough to get me started. I probably won't be able to get the DCC running right off the bat because I've got to, I think, buy some wires and start to do a bit of wiring just to get the DCC working on the Caddo unit track. But in the first instance, I've got DC, and if I'm not mistaken, I might have actually some N-scale trains stuffed in a box behind a cupboard under the house, around the back, underneath a whole pile of other junk from when I was a kid. So I might be able to dig those out. Possibly, who knows? They would be DC, of course, not DCC. So we can at least get something running maybe on the DC. I think this runs on DC as well, but yeah, that's a few things there. So anyway, that's a video of where I'm up to with this now. The next video I do on this, I'll be showing like what this stuff is out of the box, and yeah, take it from there. Okay, see you in the next video. Okay, cheerio, bye.